Hey, cutie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Just chilling. Excited,
Oh, are
tomorrow's
you?
Monday.
Yes, it is. Why does that excite you?
It doesn't. I fucking hate Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Well, you're working from home now, aren't you?
It's still work.
Yeah, but like,
Look, I need this pandemic
technically.
to pick up a little bit so they just shut our shit down.
You what?
I said, I just need the state of Virginia to pull its head out of his ass and just realize, maybe we should stop having people gather to sign documents. The house will still be there even after the pandemic.
It's true. Even if the people trying to buy it will not.
Too soon?
And we're starting off there. Hi, everybody.
Yep.
Welcome to the Sunday Sizzle.
Actually, speaking of starting off there, let's.
What?
Did you see? There's you know how all those jackasses were down in like, Florida and shit. They're like, I'm not gonna let this throw in my spring break.
Oh, Jesus fucking
drunk.
Christ, dude.
You
Yes.
see how like a shit ton of them are
Now have fucking coronavirus?
now have the COVID.
The COVIDs? Oh, man.
Some of them were surprised, but I just can't believe. I don't understand how I got it.
Really?
Really?
Are you dumb? They've been telling everybody for like a while now to stay away from people, and you went to where there's a whole bunch of people.
So a bunch of drunk people who don't know how to not touch each other.
Yeah.
And then,
So
like apparently there's a thing on the interwebs, the coronavirus challenge.
what?
Have you seen that?
No.
Apparently people are like licking toilet seats and like handrails and shit, like haha hashtag coronavirus challenge. Literally someone did it and then like had like a text thread and they were like, oh look, coronavirus challenge. It was like him licking like the side of a toilet seat or something like that. And then like the next message a little bit later was, so my test came back, I have the coronavirus. That's what you fucking deserve.
Fucking
Dipshit.
Yikes.
You know, because
Holy fucking shit.
Zoomers are thinking up all the so goddamn bored now. They're just like, fuck it, let's think of new challenges.
That's some dumb shit. Like, who the fuck licks a toilet seat, like, for any reason? Why?
I mean, I've licked the toilet seat after you're down.
I mean, okay, I get it then.
Just to get a taste of those cheeks.
You what?
Is it just to get a taste of those cheeks?
Ooh, you know, you don't have to lick the toilet seat. You can go straight to the source, baby girl.
True. I mean, I just, like, I hope all the people who are doing this coronavirus challenge and licking shit come back with, like, the clap.
Yeah, that'd be way funnier.
Right?
Like, you deserve this.
Like, hashtag coronavirus challenge. I don't understand where all these cold sores came from.
Yeah. Fucking Christ. Some people are just fucking stupid, man. Like,
Right.
really.
I ate Tide Pods after I fucking licked the toilet seat. It should have cleared up anything.
Oh, Jesus.
I hate people. But let's get on to fun stuff, because there's been, this week's actually been pretty eventful. This last couple weeks in gaming has been pretty eventful.
Yeah, for sure. And we got a whole laundry list of shit to go over tonight, guys.
Some bangers of news.
Yeah.
Some specs that I know you're excited about.
Oh, yes.
Some game releases that I've
Stroked
been
off
pretty
repeatedly,
excited
too.
about. And I believe there's a new Overwatch character on PTR that you were fucking around with.
There is, and
I've seen some
did.
clips. She looks pretty nuts.
She's fun. She's not great. She's pretty. Oh, we'll get to her. We'll get to her.
Yeah. So, lead us, Steel. Lead us into the fray of the news and the talks.
Okay. Well, first off, boys and krills, let me just say, the PS5 and the Xbox specs were finally released. Both of them together, same time. Not together, not at the same time, but they're both out now.
I mean, within a couple days of each other, but
yeah, close enough. So, nobody's announced a release date yet, so it's still
Actually, did you see the Xbox? Everyone's thinking Thanksgiving because it says like November on their page. It said like November 2020.
Okay, so we'll see. But so far, they're both generically releasing on holiday 2020.
Right, so, which everyone kind of already figured that was going to happen anyway.
Black Friday was pretty much the assumption.
Look, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Black Friday this year, depending on how all this virus stuff continues, will be very
interesting.
It'll be a very interesting foray.
Yes, it will. World. It certainly will. I didn't even really think of that. Jesus. Okay, so as far as optical drives go, they're both going to have a 4K UHD Blu-ray optical drive. So they're identical in that regard. They're both going to have 16 gigs of DDR6 RAM. So they're identical in that regard. As far as the CPU goes, they're both using an 8X Zen 2 processor. However, the PlayStation's max clock speed is 3.5 gigahertz, and the Xbox's max clock speed is 3.8 gigahertz. So the Xbox, you'll find that in most of these regards, the Xbox has more raw power. And actually, probably the best comparison that I heard for it was listening to the IGN Xbox Unlocked podcast, and John Dornbush said he said comparing the two was hardware wise was like comparing a V8 engine to a turbocharged V6, where the Xbox has more raw power, but the PlayStation runs more efficiently. It has higher clock speeds on the GPU, and does more. It does more with less raw power. So they both end up at kind of the same place. So there's not going to be a huge difference performance-wise between the two consoles.
I kind of felt like this console generation was going to end up being pretty even for the most part.
Yeah. They both use a custom AMD Radeon RDNA Navi. The PlayStation's got 10.28 teraflops, and the Xbox has 12 teraflops.
Flop.
As far as the video output goes, they both do 4K in 60 frames a second or 1080p in 120 hertz. They both have 8K support. The PlayStation does have a much higher data transfer speed. It's got 5.5 gigs a second of data transfer speed, and the Xbox is only 2.4. So there's that. And the part that I found kind of interesting, which may have just been a wording thing, is the storage. The Xbox has a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, and the PlayStation is using an 825 gig SSD, which probably means they're both using a 1 terabyte SSD, but PlayStation is telling you how much is usable, and then Xbox is just saying, oh, it's a 1 terabyte. It's more than the PlayStation. So, but Xbox is using a proprietary Seagate hard drive. So, I mean, for all we know, so far, it could be 1 terabyte usable SSD space.
Well, you got to factor in the operating system and stuff, too.
Right.
Yeah, because even when I got, like, this last console cycle, when I got my Xbox One and my PlayStation and everything, it was like, yeah, you have, when I got the first Xbox One was released, it was 500 gigs. So I was like, he's like, you have 500 gigs, but obviously after you boot it up and do all that stuff, and you realize,
run all the updates and all that shit.
500 gigs.
Yeah, you've got like 415 or like 385 or some shit.
Some shit like that. Yeah, same with like the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the same with a PC. Like you get a 1 terabyte hard drive and it's not actually a terabyte of space.
No,
even before the operating system is on, you don't actually have a terabyte of space. So it may just be that PlayStation's being more upfront about it and saying, here's how much space you're gonna have to work with, and then Xbox just saying, no, it's a terabyte hard drive. Just don't pay attention to the numbers when you actually try to save some shit. Don't actually try to save a terabyte of stuff to it, because you can't.
Now, the one thing that I thought was pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure it's on your notes too, and I don't know what PlayStation's handling, but with the Xbox, it almost looked like they have like additional memory card units, essentially.
They have proprietary 1 terabyte expansion cards. So you have to get an Xbox. They're made by Seagate, but you have to get an Xbox branded expansion card to put additional storage in your Xbox Series X, where the PlayStation does not.
Right. Now, here's my real question: how much do you think those bad boys are going to cost?
A lot. Like a 1 terabyte SSD, like just like a regular 1 terabyte SSD, if you wanted to get one off Amazon, is like $150-$200.
Right.
Easy. You can find them on sale for $150, but look to spend around $200 for 1 terabyte SSD.
I mean, I will say though, the nostalgia in me when I watched the video and I saw that essentially it looked like a fucking memory card from like PS2 days. I was like PS1. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but like they're
it.
not actually memory cards. They're hard drives for you to increase the storage space, but they look like fucking memory cards.
They do.
And it's funny.
Now, if they brought back those dope ass Dreamcast memory cards where you could actually where they were like the digital ones where they had the little screen on them, and some of them like with like the Sonic game and shit, you could like.
Oh
play.
yeah, I remember those. Dude, those things were fucking wild. Like a little fucking Tamagotchi looking shit.
Yeah. Ahead of their time.
Oh man.
All right. So no price points, obviously.
Right.
What are you?
They're at least gonna be $500 each.
Yeah.
At least gonna be $500 each. And we already know the Xbox. They're having like at least 2 different tiers of consoles.
3. I think it's
Is it 3 now?
I think officially it's 3.
Okay.
I think they're gonna have a normal console with a drive. They're gonna have essentially like their S version, which is just the console, no drive, like no actual disc drive, all digital.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Their Series X, which is going to be their big boy.
Their flagship, their big dick play.
Yeah, that's going to be like their, Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Because essentially they kind of tested that model with the current generation. Because you have your Xbox One.
Yeah.
And
then the One X.
S, which is obviously the smaller, a little bit smaller, Xbox One, but it still had the disc drive and it's pretty much the same. But then they went out and they were like, well, here's the One X, and then they released another Xbox S, which is all digital, no drive or anything.
I'd prefer that, to be honest. If I can get one of them, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because I don't fuck with digital stuff. I got kids running around the fucking house and they like to break shit. I can't have physical copies of shit.
I like physical for certain games. Like, if it's a collector's edition that entices me, I'll buy it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, collector's edition, sure. But
for the most part, though, it's all digital. Like, I buy most games digital now.
Yep. First off, it's way easier. You can't get the coronavirus from a download.
Preloading is phenomenal.
Right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I
think they're going to start at 500 minimum, guaranteed. But with this hardware, they're effectively PCs like with controllers.
And I really like the design of the Xbox.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about
tower, did you? So
it looks cool.
Shit, I don't remember who it was. I watched a thing on YouTube, and they actually had they went to Microsoft's where they were putting some of the Xboxes together.
Yeah.
Microsoft invited them out and they showed them how they basically had one all built and they opened it up and they pulled the guts out and they're like, this is how we're putting it all together. And once you see how it's put all together, it makes complete sense with the shape and everything. But I'm like, that is so fucking dope. And then it was they compared it to it's 2 GameCubes stacked on top of each other, and I was like, I like it.
All right. Well,
Like size wise, it's like 2 GameCubes stacked on top. And I don't know if you remember GameCubes, but they were only about that big.
yeah,
So,
those were a pretty small console.
yeah. So I'm like, I like the way it looks. It's clean.
It
It's
is.
just-
It kind of reminds me of like an Echo, like the Echo Towers, the Amazon Echo Towers.
yeah. Yeah.
Or like the Mac trash can looking PC.
Yeah. I like it. It's a clean look. It's just like a nice obelisk.
Yeah.
You can worship the gaming gods through it,
Get ready to offer your human sacrifices to the COD
Well,
gods.
that and so a lot of the way they built it too, they had was it with cooling in mind.
Really?
Yeah, so I guess like the way they have it built, a lot of it was to help with like cooling and the way they have everything stacked and kind of put together on the inside.
Yeah.
I'll have to find the link and send you the video. The shit was like it was really cool and how they showed how it broke down. And that's where I saw what the memory card looked like. Well, I'm sorry, the expandable hard drive looked
Sure.
like.
Memory card.
I was like, looks like a motherfucking memory card. Even
It's a
had a
memory
little
card.
case, had a little cover
no.
on it too, and I was like,
Oh yikes.
why don't you just call it a memory card?
Yeah, that's what it is. No, but the Xbox first, the Xbox is as far as backwards compatibility goes with the new consoles, they're blowing PlayStation away. It's not close at all. Sony announced that they were gonna have fucking almost 100 of the most played PS4 games available for backwards compatibility on launch of the PS5, whereas Xbox has years and years, nearly decades.
Well, yeah, because if they went with like the 100 most played, Xbox One games, they would have 2 games.
And they'd both be Halo.
Right. It'd be a Halo game and a Call of Duty game.
There you go. Well, no, you can play
Like-
Call of Duty on PC now, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And
Like-
PlayStation, so it really doesn't matter. All that
Like, I
being
mean,
said, even though
cool.
PlayStation has not announced shit except officially, except for the big Mike Cerny talk where he released all the specs and everything,
So many numbers.
and then the
Felt like I was in
fucking
math class.
and then they announced the PS5 logo. Even though those
that
two are
logo.
the only two things that have officially announced, in comparison to Microsoft announcing pretty much everything, I'm probably still gonna get a PS5 before an Xbox.
Yes. I mean, that's where I'm at because I can't play PlayStation exclusives on my PC.
Exactly. There's
Most-
with having a good gaming PC, there's not a whole lot of incentive to get an Xbox. I'm excited for it, and I will get one, but it's not a priority.
Right. I do like the new controller on it, the Xbox. I like the redesign on the controller. It's nice. It'll be interesting to see. It's a little smaller.
Yeah. I don't like
No,
that.
I guess smaller is the wrong word. It's not so much smaller as it is just a little more fine tuned in terms of like the backside of it's not as bulky.
It's more ergonomic.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I almost said
They
ergodynamic
redid the
there.
button. The one and the other thing I like about the console is like the real time like game switching.
Yeah, that was fucking cool. The
thought
demo
that
for
was
that
really
was
cool.
fucking sick.
Granted, I don't know how many people are realistically jumping 3 to 4 games at a time, but hey, it's a cool feature.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm not gonna jump between games like that. I play one game and that's all I play for 6 months. So
That's true.
I will never use that function.
But no,
But it's
for
nice
me,
to have. I could like jump back and forth between like Netflix and a game. I would use it in that regard.
Right. I mean, I like the Xbox. I kind of like what they're doing and where they're going with it. I will get one, like eventually, because I
Because he's a console peasant at heart. Don't let him lie to you and tell you any other reason.
I like owning things. I like
Own
being
me,
able
daddy.
to, like I like having consoles. I do.
They're fun.
And it's nice also just because having the consoles and like I have a pretty solid fucking PC, but like my kids will just play on the console.
Yep.
That and I do like the fact that like with the Xbox stuff, like the Game Pass stuff, how it effectively it's both. So like I have Ori 2, right? I played it on PC. I downloaded it through like the Xbox like thing on PC or whatever, right? But my kids are able to just play it too, right on the Xbox, so they can fire up the, like, and I don't have to do anything special or anything like that. Like I don't have to, like it's there. So that, I mean, that's a nice back and forth. But as far as I'm concerned, I haven't touched my Xbox and I don't know, when did I get my new PC?
Like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I haven't played a game on my Xbox since you and Pharaoh came over and we did Outlast.
Right.
Like before TwitchCon 2018.
Like, yeah, I haven't.
That's how long it's been.
I haven't played my Xbox in a hot minute because, again, any Microsoft first-party game I can play on my PC, and I can play it with my friends who are on Xbox.
Yep.
Anyway, and I can party chat and do all that. Everything I can do through the Xbox, I can access on my PC and have no problems with that.
If they were to make a native Discord app for Xbox, I'd consider it. Or at least let it integrate with Discord's voice chat.
Right. Now,
if they don't do that, I don't care.
But that's where PlayStation has it over Xbox for me in terms of my first pickup, is just for the sheer fact that I know their exclusives are going to be absolute bangers.
Yeah, 100%.
And I can't play them on my Xbox.
But when the next God of War game comes out, I'm rubbing it all over my body.
And then Nintendo... Nintendo's there.
Yeah.
They're not releasing a new console, but...
No. But they did just release Animal Crossing, so, you know, there's that. Nintendo doing fine, guys. They're not hurting.
Switch is lit, though. I still think that's what probably... It's... They have issues, obviously, with, like, their party chat stuff and everything. It's, like, the way they do that is dumb as shit, but...
I didn't even know that they had party chat, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it goes to your cell phone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's weird. It's dumb. They still haven't really figured out online play. Let's be honest. It's
Through your
Nintendo.
cell phone? What the fuck?
It's Nintendo. They're not exactly known for hardcore online gaming. But the convenience of the Switch is fantastic. I do enjoy that.
I gotta use my phone to get on voice chat?
Well, yeah.
That's fucking with me. That really is.
Phone, but you have to use the Nintendo.
What's the matter, guys? Don't you guys have phones?
On your phone. And
That's stupid. I just open up Discord on my phone and be like, all right, well, this is what we're doing now.
Right. Yeah, I don't. Online play, obviously Nintendo's not exactly up there on their strong suit, but the convenience
not
and I mean, they do have banger first party games.
Yes,
and
they
do. Switch has seen a lot more fucking third party support than Wii U ever did. Ugh, Wii U, gross. Hell, Wii even.
Don't you leave Wii Bowling out of this. Wii Bowling was my fucking jam.
Wii Bowling was first party. It wasn't a third party game.
I don't care.
And Wii and Wii U were trash.
Wii was amazing for Wii Bowling. The whole Wii Sports little game that came with it is the only Wii and Super Mario Galaxy was pretty cool too. I like Super Mario Galaxy. It gave me vertigo like shit on some of the levels because you like randomly changing like what direction was up and down and shit. But
see now,
anytime I felt dizzy, I just go play Wii Bowling and be all right with the world.
100 of the most played PS4 games backwards compatible on PS5.
Yep.
Bro, I'm about to like cream my pants playing Bloodborne.
That'd be cool.
Like with it looking better and loading.
I want
Bloodborne
God of War.
2.
I want God of War in 8K. God of War in 8K, please and thank you. And I really don't even have to play it. I'll just put it on and like leave it on my TV right here, and it can just be like a screensaver. That's all, that's it. That's all I need. It's not even an 8K TV. I will go buy an 8K TV for this.
I literally just spent $6,000 on this TV just to have a screensaver.
You know what? I wouldn't regret it either. I went and bought a PlayStation just to play God of War.
I know.
And I'd do it again. Now that I have God of War, I'm going to go buy an 8K TV.
You're ridiculous. Just fucking ridiculous.
You know what? I've been called worse.
I am pretty stoked, though. PlayStation's kind of they're dual focus, not so much just on video, but audio as well.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Because to me, audio is a huge audio in a game is
audio can make or break a game, easy, and like nobody's ever really paid much attention to it. No, like it's never been a focus, and Sony this time is putting as much focus on audio as they are on video, and I think it's about fucking time.
Yeah, because they're going for like a 3D audio.
Yep.
Essentially, almost like an Atmos type deal.
Yep.
Which
I'm fucking stoked for.
I love good audio. Love it.
I think that with that, we're pretty much guaranteed to see a first party PlayStation title win all the audio categories at the Game Awards next year.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like with 3D audio, this is a fantastic time to bring back Guitar Hero / Rock Band. Just really go for it, 8K Guitar Hero.
Fuck yeah. 8K Final Fantasy 7 looking low polygon characters, fucking like super awkward headbanging out in the crowd and shit.
Bro, just Guitar Hero Final Fantasy, where all you do is play Final Fantasy songs.
Have you been reading my diary again?
Maybe.
I thought we talked about that, and you were gonna respect my personal privacy, sir.
I respect your privacy as much as I respect your cheeks at night.
Oh my! So you respect my privacy as much as you disrespect my privates.
Exactly.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
No, I'm excited, man. I want to see what this list of 100 most played PS4 games is. Obviously, Last of Us and Bloodborne.
Yep.
Probably Dark Souls 3. Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Spyro.
Devil May Cry 5.
Ooh. So yeah, that's where we're at with the console news. I'm excited. I want to see where it goes.
It's actually, and it's funny because it actually does, in comparison to like previous consoles going to from PS3 to PS4 and Xbox 360 to Xbox One. This seems like a much bigger leap going from
hardware-wise, yeah.
This generation to next, yeah.
Hey, absolutely. Well, I mean, the PS3 to PS4 didn't feel like a huge jump. The Xbox 360 to the Xbox One didn't really feel like much of a jump at all. But
no, I mean neither. I mean, yeah, they obviously games looked a little better, consoles ran a little better, but I mean, it didn't feel like a substantial
right
leap forward. Whereas this,
it was like a half jump generation instead of
right. Whereas it's that was the in between generation, and then this one is the full on
the full shaft.
Yeah. But I want to see the full design of the PS5 though.
Yeah, I want to. I can't wait to see what the final build looks like.
I like Xbox's obelisk.
It does look nice. It does. It's pretty.
PlayStation has something equally as sexy.
I think it's gonna be. They're gonna stick with a more traditional design. Yeah. I really do. I think it's gonna be low and rectangular. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, their designs have always been smooth and clean, though. I like them.
Yeah. Well, the Xbox One and the One X was a pretty clean look compared to the 360. I don't know what the fuck they were going for with the 360.
I mean, the One and the One X are just black boxes.
Yeah, but like, look at the 360. It was like fucking weird looking.
I mean, I had a white 360 for a while, but then I bought that. I bought that sweet ass Gears of War 3. Was it
Oh, that's yeah. I forgot you had the Gears of War one.
Red, black. Shit was dope.
Yep.
I'm not even a big Gears fan. It's just the console looks so clean.
It did look cool. Well, you had the Star Wars one too, didn't you?
No. I skipped the R2D2 one.
Okay.
But I did get that. Just it was like, do I want the R2D2 one? And I was like, it's cool and all, and it makes like R2D2 sounds, whatever. But then I saw like the way that just that crimson red with the black.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
So, Doom Eternal. Give us your thoughts on it, man. How hard was it?
Fucking hard. I'm not even gonna lie.
God damn it.
I mean, it's not as hard.
We know someone who's gonna be very happy to hear that.
Thinking, it's a tough, dude. It's tough. They just they drop you in the shit.
Yeah.
Like it's a way more aggressive game. Way more aggressive.
Okay.
Like everything in the game is aggressive as fuck.
I like it. You have my attention so far.
So like it starts off as Doom, man. It's just fucking Doom. Music is bangers. The entire soundtrack, Mick Gordon, just bangers all the way. Like the 2016 soundtrack slaps, right? Fucking phenomenal. This soundtrack, whoo, buddy. Holy shit. You get into combat.
Did it make you moist?
Bro, I had to play with no pants. Like, I ripped through a couple pairs of jeans.
Oh, yikes.
The sound design, though, everything in this game, just the sound in general, fucking phenomenal. Like, listening to just, like, when you rip a demon's head open and you just hear, like, the fucking guts are everywhere. And it's just, like, all you hear in the background is just guttural, just... And I'm just like, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Chainsaws, bitch! But, so they, yeah. Oh. 20 hours later, I love Doom 2016, right? I thought soundtrack, gameplay, everything about it was fucking phenomenal. I like this one more. One,
really?
Because it's way more aggressive. It's just, it ramped up the difficulty, and the platforming and like the mobility in the game is a whole nother thing. You get a double dash, you get a dash, you get, obviously you have your double jump, you get the bars that you're grabbing and fucking swinging from. You can get an ability where when you're in the air and you hold your right mouse button, you fucking, like, your mod, whatever mod you have on your weapon, pops up. You get ready to fire, but you can slow time. So you're like slowly going through the air, locking onto an enemy, and you just fucking fire rockets out. Switch to your double barrel, hit them with the meat hook, and come fucking zooming in, and boom, and they just explode. Guitars everywhere. Damn.
So
good.
If you had to put your love for this into, how many chef's kisses does it get? On a scale
not enough chef's kisses in the world.
On a scale of 0 to 5 chef's kisses.
5. Well, just a lot. Double. Just,
ooh, double
so
fisting at the end. I like it.
Little double. My. Oh, so good. But I mean, the lore in the game is fucking dope as shit. Like, and I can't believe, like, it's a Doom game, right? Like, your lore, dude. I was picking up the little lore, like the secrets and stuff, like you can find in the map.
Yeah.
Picked up those, and I was like reading through some of them. you're just playing the most heavy metal fucking album in the world. Like,
Go
it's
on.
so good. Like, the lore behind the Doom Slayer is fucking dope as shit. Behind the demons is cool as fuck. Like, the way the world looks. Like, oh. But yeah, no, it just drops you right into the shit. You get a shotgun, you jump through a portal, you kill a couple little guys, and you're like, okay, it's starting off kind of like, you do the quick little tutorial thing, right? Where it's like,
Right.
press this button to do the glory kill, blah, 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 blah.
Press which button to do the glory hole?
It's E for the glory hole.
Press E for the glory hole. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you're like, okay, cool. You get through the little tutorial area and you jump down. As soon as you jump down, it's like, and I was like, oh, hello. They're throwing fucking arachnotrons at you within like the first mission.
What the fuck is an arachnotron? Is it like a big mechanical spider?
Big brain spider looking thing with like a scorpion tail. It shoots lasers at you and shit.
Okay.
All
That sounds
like
cool.
the big enemies, like
I want to kill one.
Heavy enemies have like actual weaknesses now you can exploit. So like the Mancubus, like the big fat dudes with the cannons on their arms.
Those ones you shoot the cannons.
Yeah, you can blow their cannons up, completely change their attack pattern and how they interact. The arachnotrons, you can blow off their tail, so then they have no more laser. They can only fucking hunt you, like they try and chase you down. Like every enemy has some form of like, you could completely fuck up their attack pattern and make them act a completely different way.
That's fucking cool.
Some bosses and even heavy characters have like tells to their attacks. So like you'll see like a green light, and then you hit them, you can stagger them real quick. But like there's a marauder, right? Let's talk about these fucking marauder enemies. Holy shit! Holy shit! These dudes are as fast, if not faster than you. They're basically like former slayers who are now demons. They have like a double blade, like double axe. They carry a fucking shield. You can't just like attack them. If you shoot at them, they just pop up the shield and block all your attacks.
Okay. Now, which difficulty were you playing on?
Ultra violence, because fuck Nightmare. I tried Nightmare. No.
Okay.
Nope. Negative. I'll probably give it another shot on Nightmare, but holy shit! Like the first mission was like on Nightmare. I was like, okay, cool. Second mission, okay, cool. Halfway through the third, fuck this game. But played it on Ultra Violence. It still had enough of a challenge. It was pretty cool. I rolled through it. I think probably the biggest difference between this one on Nightmare versus the first game on Nightmare is, one, getting used to the new combat. Because it makes you actually kind of think. Like, you can't just like start lobbing shit out there and like every weapon.
I'm losing interest. I like just running and blow shit up.
Hold on. Just go with me on this one. You can still run in there and blow shit up, right? But like every enemy with their weaknesses and being able to exploit said weaknesses helps you in combat, right? But you also have like your chainsaw works completely differently now than it did in the first game. Doom 2016, you had to get gas, right? Like you had to pick up the gas canisters and then be able to use the chainsaw. Well, ammo is pretty scarce, like ammo pickups. So as you're just like wrecking shit, you roll up, you hit C, chop an enemy in half with the chainsaw, and then they spew out ammo. That's your main source of ammo refill.
That's cool.
You always can have and you always have basically your chainsaw carries three little pips for fuel. One is constantly always recharging, right? There's a recharge time on it. You cut an enemy, and then you have a little cooldown period before you get another fuel cell back.
Right.
Fodder enemies, like your imps and your little guys and stuff, are one fuel cell to kill. Well, arachnotrons and all the other bigger enemies, 3 fuel cells to kill. The only way to have 3 is picking up canisters. Then you can chainsaw those big sons of bitches. Great. Fantastic. but now I have to wait, and hopefully I don't run out of ammo again. But now you get the shoulder mounted flamethrower.
Yeah, see,
Which
that's
is, like,
I want to fuck with that.
Your flame breath. You fucking spray that on enemies and just start fucking lighting them up with your guns, and they just start dropping armor. So that's your big armor replenishment. Then you get also on your shoulder you have a grenade, which is great. You get a frag grenade, sweet, boom. But then you also get a freeze grenade. So you launch that out, freezes the enemies, you light them on fire. Well, while they're frozen, once you upgrade it, they give you health back and armor. So then I would just fucking freeze enemies, light them on fire, just start fucking lobbing rockets and all sorts of mini rockets and shit at them. They blow up. Boom. I'm fucking getting health and armor back. And I'm like, yeah, this is badass. And then I chainsaw a guy and get more ammo back. And then an even bigger dude shows up. And I'm like, fuck. I'm out of ammo.
The dreaded double fuck. Oh, no.
No, I mean, they're throwing fucking Hell Knights and all sorts of shit at you by the second mission. Pinkies, fucking just new. There's some of the newer enemies that they brought into the game that generate shields. Like they absolutely went hard, except for your Marauders. Fuck those guys. Fuck Marauders.
Did you?
See, Marauders wouldn't be that bad.
Did you fuck
the
one?
First time you fight a Marauder, it's like a one-on-one fight, essentially. There's some imps and like little zombie dudes that pop up, but they're easy to like, whatever.
But did you fuck him?
Oh yeah.
Good. Okay.
With my double barrel up the butt.
Oh, very nice.
And
I thought I was just special.
So the Marauders, kind of the way the Marauders are set up is if you're too far away from them, they just start fucking launching. Like they have a long distance attack and they launch like basically energy blades at you that move really fast and are hard as shit to dodge. If you shoot at them, they put up a shield, they block your attack. You have to stay at like mid range for them to do their dash attack. And then you can, when they glow green, you shoot them, they stagger, you get like one more shotgun blast on them before they recover. If you're too close to them, they pull out their double barrel shotgun and shoot you. And they do fucking hella damage. Well, I'm thinking like, okay, cool. I'm first Marauder. I got through them. Awesome. Then I encounter the next Marauder. And the next Marauder is just, there's a couple of Arachnotrons, a Marauder shows up, and like a couple Mancubus, like just a whole bunch of enemies. Marauder decides, hey bud, what's up? I'm here to pick you up. And again, you can only hit him. So I'm having to clear everything else out before I can even get to said Marauder. But by the time I get to the goddamn Marauder, I'm out of fucking shotgun ammo. I'm out of most of my ammo. And I'm having to wait for little zombie dudes to spawn so I can chainsaw them and hopefully don't die. And then I find out, oh yeah, Marauder also summons a fucking fire Hellcat that'll chase your ass down and attack you too.
I want a fucking fire Hellcat.
I know, they do. They look so dope. But I also found out if he summons it and you shoot it next to him, it'll explode and stun him.
Did I ever show you my little fiery Hellcat thing in World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
It was a druid form. If you go into cat form and there was like a weapon that turned you into a fucking fire cat.
It's pretty dope.
It was pretty dope. It was my favorite one.
But like, Marauders. Fuck them. So good. Like, but the game.
Okay.
And then like, and it's like the gore in this game and the violence in this game is literally, it's so like ridiculous. When you do a glory kill, the enemies actually like emote now. Like it's
Wait,
borderline,
what?
it's borderline cartoonish.
Well, hold on. Wait, we got a question in chat for you here. What's the floating guy with
Cacodemons.
Cacodemon?
There's two. There's the Cacodemons, which
Okay.
is like the pink fleshy dudes that are the pink fleshy orbs. They chase you around, they try and bite you, and they shoot little purple balls, and they have one eye.
Okay.
And then there's the bigger ones that are the pain elementals that summon like the little flaming scolds and shoot them at you. So yeah, I mean, they each only have the one eye, but
That's pretty dope.
But the Cacodemon, like
Everything
in
about this
level of-
makes me want to try this game.
level of cartoonishness, but it fits. So like the Cacodemon, when you have your first shotgun you get, one of the attachments you get is the sticky grenade, which is fantastic because you launch a sticky bomb at a cacodeme and it hits him and like he'll catch it in his mouth, right? He catches it in his mouth. And
The cacodemon catches it in his mouth?
Yeah. He gulps. Like you hear an audible like gulp sound. And then the fucking grenade explodes inside of him and you can do a glory kill. Well, when you first time I did a glory kill on this fucking dude, I jumped up and Doomslayer grabs him. Little blade on the arm comes out and he stabs the demon in the eye. And when he pulls the eye, there's a fucking pop noise, like pop, and it's fucking hilarious because it's just a cartoony like something pop sound. And they all make different faces when you go to like glory kill them, like the like zombie dudes. One of the fucking glory kills on a zombie, if you're dead on one of the zombies, Doomslayer literally grabs him by the shoulder, swings his arm around like this, like a fucking just hammer fist on his head, and it pushes the dude's head into his shoulder. So he's like whack-a-mole. Like it's just like whack-a-mole. His fucking head just bloop, but you see his eyes like this, and he's like, and then he falls back and explodes. Like it's so ridiculous, and I love every fucking minute of it.
That's fucking fantastic, and I love it, and I want it.
Over the top, just everything about it, and the move. And when I was saying like the new, like the gunplay's tight, like the controls are smooth. The mobility now in this game is ridiculous. I mean, just the meat hook alone on the double barrel shotgun is phenomenal. Like, you want to close distance on an enemy, you shoot them with this fucking meat hook, and then you just go zooming across the fucking map. And it's right when you get close, you hit, left click, double barrels, boom, go off, and then you just go washing through like this. Oh, love it. Love it.
Jesus.
But like everything, glory kills are over the top. The music is just.
So you say 5 out of 5 chef's kisses?
100%. It's everything Ori was, Doom isn't. Like it's everything I like as much as I loved Ori. Like the music fit perfectly, and it was beautiful, and the gameplay was tight. The story was beautiful. Doom's like, yo, we all know you just enjoyed Ori. And you're probably feeling down, maybe a little sad, Let's go fuck some shit up.
Ooh.
And then you just go in there. Oh, it hits. It fucking hits. And there's like a new upgrade system for your weapons, which is dope. Like it rewards you for exploration. You like upgrade your suit. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. I don't care. 100 out of 100, 69 out of 69. Like,
ooh,
just lube yourself up and get in there.
So you brought up Ori. You just finished a playthrough of that too. How? Tell me a little about that one.
So good. So good.
Did you cry?
So
You cried.
I did.
You cried.
I did. I did at the like it was that weird like not sad but sort of sad but happy cry. Does that make sense?
So you were just caught up in your emotions?
Yeah.
You
like,
caught the feels?
Spoiler alert for anyone listening. The end is very what's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Okay. All right.
Like you're Ori and you win and you save everyone, but like as you play, like the main enemy, like you learn more about Shriek and like the main enemy, and you find out like Shriek was her parents were dead when she was born, and like there's those two giant like ash owls that are just like the skeletons of these owls that are just like, or well, of Shriek, that are just like ash over this nest. Well, when Shriek's born, her parents are dead. The other egg next to her hatched, and it was like obviously like her sister, you know, another like her sibling, dead, hatched dead. So Shriek goes off into the world, and there's like a couple baby owls that she finds, and she's lost, doesn't know what's going on. So the baby owls are kind of being nice. Well, then all the other owls show up, like adult owls show up, and are total dicks, and like, fuck you, get out of here, you weirdo. So then she like retreats from the light and just embraces darkness. That's the whole thing. She's the big bad. Well, then you beat her, and you're like, oh, yeah, fuck you, I beat the bad guy. Her fucking skull mask is all screwed up and everything. Her wings are fucked up. She slowly flies, falls down, and like crawls over to where her dead parents' skeletons are, curls up under their wing, and then dies. And I was like, why am I feeling these things?
Oh God.
What the fuck just happened? And then it cuts back to Ori. And here's Ori.
Ori, you're a dick.
Beaten, bloodied. Not really bloodied because there's no blood in the game, but beaten and just like battered, and and then it makes you play this moment. So I'm left stick on the controller, and Ori's like stumble walking, falls through some thorn bushes and shit, and then as Ori stumble walking, it starts playing all these little like ghost like images of like when Ori found Ku, the little baby owl, and they were like all a family together with Naru and Gumo. And then Ori keeps stumbling, and you see the giant toad who, you know, helped you along the way, but also died to the corruption. And then you see like it's like full on Star Wars. And then Ori gets over to where like the last Wisp was, falls down, and dies. And then it cuts back to Ku, the baby owl, and you see like the light.
I'm really glad you said spoiler alert at the start of this shit, cause fucking.
and then you see like Ku, the baby owl, like well, first these little cats show up, and then like there's like a little patch of green grass where Ori fell over, and it's gone. And this little plant grows. You see some light, and Ku like raises up, and her fucked up wing that she had grows back, and it's all full and healed. And then Naru and Gumo are there. And then this tree starts growing from where Ori died. And then, like, it's a whole thing. Like, this tree grows and grows and grows and gets huge. And it's one of the giant willows, like, in the first game. And then in this one that held the light. And you see, like, all of, like, Ku's huge and flying around. Gumo and Naru are getting older. Naru's, like, curled up on, like, the fucking root of the tree, getting old and ready to die. And like their faces are like grew into the tree. And then the camera pans up. You find out the narrator is Ori the whole time, talking about this was, you know, my journey, blah blah blah. And you see a little blue leaf come off the tree and float away. And then it ends. Well, the very first game, after like the light's stolen, you see a little blue leaf at the very beginning of the first game come off a tree, fall, and that's where Ori comes from. The like.
Ooh.
So I'm like, obviously this takes place after the first game, because you killed Ku's mother in the first game.
Okay.
Like the owl, Ku's mom in the first game was the bad guy. She stole the light. So then in this one you see it. So it's like the cycle repeats. I'm like, great, maybe we'll get some more Ori games. But I don't know if I can emotionally handle anymore.
Jesus, dude, that sounds like a fucking roller coaster right there.
And the whole game's like that. Like you fight a giant spider boss, and then like after you beat her, you find out.
That's the one that's like up in the tree and tries to like lance you like with a leg through the fucking head, right? And you got to put like the little traps down.
No.
What am I thinking of?
The first Ori.
Oh, okay.
This one, like, you go underground. It's a whole dark thing. Like, you're in the caverns and stuff. Well, you fight this giant spider. You beat her. Well, then you see, like, this kind of slimy ooze shit just like explode off of her, and then her eyes change color and everything, and she starts talking to you. All the bosses you're fighting, and like the first one that you killed, aren't actually bad by choice. Like they have no control of their actions because of this corruption.
Okay.
And she's explaining it like mentally she knew like this is bad, I shouldn't be doing this, but could not stop herself because the corruption forces them to like basically protect the corruption. So after you beat her, and then you find out like all these little spiderlings and stuff that you were killing all the way through, her children.
Yep.
Who didn't have a choice. And then now they talk to you and they're like, thank you for saving us. And I'm like, but I murdered like all of your siblings.
I wouldn't really feel that bad about killing a whole bunch of spiders.
They're adorable.
Are they?
They're pretty goddamn adorable. Like they're just cute, like little like They drew them so fucking adorable once the corruption's gone that I was like, fucker. Like
if a game's getting Dizzle in the feels, guys, you gotta know this shit is intense.
And I think the biggest thing with it is like, the biggest thing with those games is it's not super spelled out for you in terms of the story, right? Like you get story filled in as you go, but there's no like it's all like the way the music and like how you play the game and like the little bit of narration you kind of fill in, but you're so focused on playing the game and like kind of immersing yourself into everything and experiencing like, oh, okay, I'm removing the corruption from here, that as when the story beats finally come through and like and they hit you, and then you're just like, I'm sorry, what? I just mercilessly murdered a bunch of spider children. Oops. My bad.
That's the kind of shit that'll keep you up at night.
Yeah. No, it's bad.
Crying
It's
like a
dark
little
as shit. Like,
bitch.
You start finding like this one dude who's helping you rebuild the whole area. He's like, yeah, my people, like we're great stone workers and blacksmiths and everything, and we were great builders. And then the corruption rolled in and they all murdered each other.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
Essentially, the corruption rolled through, like after Shriek took hold of the light and the corruption rolled in, these like people murdered each other over stones. He's like, they couldn't control themselves. They just started murdering each other. I left. You're like, I'm sorry, what? He's like, but we can do this. He's trying to be happy and stuff, but you're like, everyone in this game tries to be happy, and like when they see Ori, and they're like, yes, the spirit's back, yay, he's gonna help us. But then you realize you're like, man, for an adorable game, this is fucked up.
I'm here to help you, and the only release is death.
Essentially, yeah.
All right.
But the combat in Ori is super tight. The platforming, everything. Ugh.
Jesus.
So good. So good. And now Neo 2. Let's talk about Neo 2, because I haven't even played it yet.
Neo 2 is for next week. However, back toward my neck of the woods over here.
Doom Eternal. Play it. Oh, 10 out of 10 boners.
A couple days ago, Polygon went and fucked up.
Wait, just a couple days ago? Let's be honest. It's Polygon.
In this particular instance, Polygon went and fucked up and accidentally leaked all of the details for a brand new Hearthstone expansion coming out in 3 weeks now. April 7th is when the game releases. Or is when the new expansion releases. Ashes of Outland. All new card pack for the first time in game history. They're putting a new hero class in, Demon Hunters, and your boy is excited. Let me just say that I'm gonna be a Demon Hunter. I'm gonna play a Demon Hunter, almost exclusively, and I'm going to shit on everybody.
He says before playing a Demon Hunter and seeing that they're truly trash.
No, because they released a lot of the cards for him too, and some of you may not know, I'm pretty good at Hearthstone. I'm
He's all right.
I'm pretty damn good at Hearthstone. And Well, when I put my mind to it, when I invest the time in it, I end up climbing
When he
really high on
believes
the
in
ranked
heart of the
ladder.
cards.
When I believe in the heart of the cards, yes. So when I tell you that I'm going to shit on people as Demon Hunter, believe me when I say I'm going to shit on people as Demon Hunter, and it's so good. Oh no, I've always liked the Demon Hunters in Warcraft lore. Illidan is like my favorite fucking character in all of WoW history. So having a class themed around him in a card game that I love, I'm incredibly stoked for.
Is Illidan the hero?
Yeah, he is. He's the playable hero. So I just I just can't get over how excited about it I am, and how excited I am that Polygon went and fucked up again. And after after Polygon leaked it, then like all of a sudden there was like an outpouring of other information coming out. Fucking Blizzard put out a video that like all of Blizzard's like big fucking content creators that they have contracted were putting out videos. Like all the shit's been ready to go. And as soon as Polygon opened the floodgates, everybody, that's when Blizzard was like, "All right, fuck it." So it's just been all over the place now.
Thanks, Polygon, you fucked us again.
Yep, fucking like Regis Kilbin, Kriparian, Trump, Dog, like all those guys have all been putting out videos on like huge streamers, huge YouTubers have been putting out videos on shit that they've known and had.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. It should be a hell of an expansion. The new arena and new battleground seasons are starting up, so that's gonna be cool. And then in other Blizzard news, the new hero Echo is up on the PTR and playable. And while Echo is fun,
Is she a DPS character?
yeah, she's a DPS character who kind of plays like a mix between Pharah and Genji. Like she can fly for short bursts at a time, and she shoots projectiles the same way that Genji does. The McCree shits on her. McCree just fucking eats her booty hole. And as somebody that
saying she's a robot.
well eats her USB drive then.
It's like licking a 9-volt battery.
Oh god. But yeah, McCree fucking shits on her, and I was playing McCree on the PTR, and I shit on a whole bunch of people, and it was fun. But no, but I got a couple games in as Echo because I wanted to try her out. Her ult is really cool because she like basically becomes another hero from the enemy team, and then she builds up their ult charge, and then can use their ult. But it's at like a 3 times accelerated rate. It felt like 3 or 4 times faster than they build up their own ult.
Well, I would hope so, because if you had if your ult was to basically copy another hero, but then you had like the same ult build time as that hero, I feel like that's a shitty ult.
Yeah.
I stole your ability. Now I need all that extra time to.
Now give me a couple minutes to make any use of it. Please, nobody kill me. But no, she's fun. I don't think she's as overpowered as some other people do, but she's definitely fun. But yeah, she's pretty easily countered.
Do you have an idea on like when she's coming off PTR, or she just hit PTR?
She just hit the PTR. She'll be on the PTR for a couple of weeks, and then she'll come into quick play, and then several weeks after that she'll come into competitive.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
So yeah, that's all I got for the news on the Blizzard front.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I really have is have up next is some new releases this week.
Ooh, what do we have coming out? What's coming out this next week?
Well, we have Half-Life Alyx, or Alyx, or whatever the fuck it's called. for VR, you know, because as opposed to making a Half-Life 3, they just went ahead and made you a VR game that takes place, I guess, during Half-Life 2.
Can we call it Half-Life 2.5?
I guess.
All right. Well, we can round that up to 3.
2.425.
God damn it.
So yeah, that comes out. I know a lot of people are excited. I'll probably check out some streams of it. I don't play VR, so I have no interest in that. Bleeding Edge, which is kind of an interesting, it's like a 4v4 melee combat PvP game, like Overwatch, but melee. It's on PC and Xbone on the 24th. I'm gonna give it a shot, see how fun it is. Let's see. Ghost Recon Breakpoint DLC, Deep State DLC comes out on the 24th, and the Ghost Experience expansion on the 24th. I don't think people are actually still playing that game.
No.
Moons of Madness comes out on the PS4 and the Xbone.
Ooh.
And then that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's like a cosmic, like Cthulhu type horror game. First person, story driven. You won't play it.
No.
But that comes out to PS4 and Xbone. It's already on PC. War Tile, which is an interesting game. It's already on PC. It's kind of like it's like a Viking RTS tactical combat game. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
It looks fun. I don't know if I'll play. Like, it's not something I'm gonna like jump out and play, but it has an interesting look at it. 2 Point Hospital Off the Grid DLC comes to PC on the 25th. Assemble with Care comes to the PC on the 26th. Biped PC 26th. Borderlands 3 DLC. No one gives a shit.
But it's called Guns, Love, and Tentacles.
I know, and they almost had me there, but then I remembered it's Borderlands 3.
I love the tentacles.
I love tentacles. Now, the 26th, the Foundation DLC for Control comes out, so I will be jumping back into Control to check that out, because that game was fantastic. Enjoyed the shit out of that one. Grand Guilds comes to PC and Switch. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, pretty dope anime fighter, is being released on PS4 in Australia and Europe. We already have it in the US. So, Lost Words Beyond the Page comes to Stadia. Lol. Look, guys,
I threw me for
Stadia.
a whole ass loop when you said it's coming to Stadia. I was like, wait a minute, what?
It's coming to Stadia on the 27th. And by that I mean, look, our platform's so good, we're gonna be able to handle a reading game.
Ooh.
One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 comes out on PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch for all you anime One Piece weebs out there.
Ooh.
Basically, it's like Dynasty Warriors, just with One Piece anime. And then Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is coming to the Switch on the 27th. Which, it's Saints Row, and I love Saints Row. I'm probably not going to get it on the Switch, seeing as I already have it on Xbox, PS4, and PC. So, all right, I'll buy it on the Switch. We can. I did see someone in chat said something about Neo 2. I played both. I played all the demos and like the alpha and all that stuff they released for it. What I played was phenomenal. A lot of cool changes to the original system for Neo 1. I'm looking forward to jumping into it, but I have been utterly consumed with Ori 2 and Doom. So now that I have run through Ori 2 and Doom Eternal, I will be playing Neo 2 starting this week. Oh, One thing I didn't touch on with Doom, though, Steel, was the multiplayer.
Go on.
So the multiplayer in Doom isn't traditional multiplayer at all. It's not like, you know, it was on Doom 2016 or like Quake. There's no team death matches or anything like that.
Okay.
It's called battle mode.
You have my interest.
One person plays the Slayer. 2 people play demons. Like you choose like a Mancubus or a fucking...
I want to be a Mancubus.
You are a Mancubus.
Ooh.
But you choose like the Mancubus or fucking Hell Knight or whoever. And then so it's you 2 versus the Slayer. And you basically just spawn in and try and beat the shit out of each other.
Sounds
Not
fun.
gonna lie. Matches are quick. It's pretty fun. Demons have like fun little abilities. Like the only way for the Slayer to win the round is it has to kill both demons. But you can like when I was playing I was playing with some random people and I was playing with died. And then so I was like, fuck it. I just like kept rocketing around the map as the fucking demon with like the rocket packs and just like outpacing the Doomslayer. And then my buddy had time to respawn, so I was like, haha. Then we both just kind of like pinching him and just fucking rocketed the shit out of him.
That's awesome.
But, like, and then I played a match as a Slayer, and it's just surprisingly a lot of fucking fun, man.
Maybe I'll have to pick this up and we'll give it a shot.
It's a different take on like multiplayer. It's just interesting. Matches are quick. Like I wasn't like, I think I waited maybe a whole whopping minute before everything was ready to go and loaded in. I mean, it was fun.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah. So what do you got on the docket for your stream coming up this week? I already said I'm gonna be rolling Neo 2 finally. So
I am finally getting around to starting Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. I finished Final Fantasy 7 for the last time until the remake comes out. And that's gonna be my new bitch. Fucking 3 weeks from right now. My nipples are so hard. My body is so ready. But I know I'm starting Crisis Core tomorrow night, and I'm gonna. That's much shorter. I think it's only like 15 to 20 hours for a regular playthrough, so that won't take too long. And then if I've got time after that, before the 7 remake comes out, I'll do Dirge of Cerberus.
No, don't do it. Don't do it to
I
yourself.
I have to.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Yeah, that's gotta happen. I'm gonna ride the struggle bus all the way
not
through.
Hate yourself.
I don't care. Cloud sure the fuck did cross-dress in Final Fantasy, and it was beautiful. And it's gonna be it's gonna be more beautiful when he does it in full 4K UHD.
You know, in the remake they have multiple outfits though. It's not.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's gonna be fantastic.
Yep, I'm gonna get all of them.
I'm gonna
put on a little fashion show right here on stream, live on Twitch.
I don't care about Cloud's outfit, and I really don't care about Aerith's because let's be honest, we all know what happens to her.
Shut the fuck up.
9 feet of full hard Masamune all through the chest.
I'm putting on a nice little fashion show with all 3 of them.
But
get Cloud, be looking okay. Then we get Tifa. Yeah. Tifa.
Oh shit! All right, well, now you
So,
have
yeah.
Crisis Core coming up. You might like it. The combat system's weird, but it's fun.
I'm gonna try it out. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna beat it. I mean, we'll whether or not I
it's
like
not
it,
hard.
we'll see what happens. So that's it for the episode, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I stream here on Twitch, right here at twitch.tv/Steel. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you can catch Dizzle at twitch.tv/Batdizzle. Yes. Our Twitters are the same as our Twitches. You can catch the episode here on Twitch live on Sunday evenings starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time, or they're released on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. Monday at noon. So don't miss it. Thanks for hanging out. I want to rub each and every one of you all over my bodies. And I love you.
It's true. He does.
Yeah.